on the first track to see me. She's smart, she's sharp, she's seriously funny and personal. But it's possible, Becky Walsh!
It's so nice to see you, and of course, all of that I wrote myself. I used to work in comms, you know, if you can't do marketing for yourself, who can you do it for? I have to say, it's really hot tonight, isn't it? I'm not just talking about the temperature, I'm talking about you. You know, this and you. There's a lot of hot people in here. Very sexy looking bunch. This is Weston-super-Mare. We are sexy, aren't we, in Weston? Yes, thank you very much. And who enjoyed the sexiness of the weather yesterday? Did you like it? You know? How many of you heard, oh my God, it's hotter than Ibiza? How many times did you hear someone freaking tell you, it's hotter than Ibiza? It's hotter than, or were you one of those people going up to people going, it's hotter than Ibiza? It is, it's hotter than Ibiza. Some bloke on the beach stops me and he goes, did you know it's hotter than Ibiza? I went, no, it's not. He said, it is. I said, it's not. He said, it absolutely is. He goes, it's totally hotter than Ibiza. I said, I can tell you, it's not. He said, really? He goes, when were you in Ibiza? I said, June. It was not hotter than Ibiza. So, it's almost hotter than Ibiza in here though, isn't it, at the moment? It's a little bit hotter. But this is the best thing about Weston-super-Mare. All you have to do is open a door and everything gets trashed. You know, you could just, you know, you go, well, it's really hot, but then again, I don't want to lose my wig. I've spent an awful lot of money on these eyebrows. Do you think I was born with this constant look of surprise? Probably not. So I think it's one of these things that is really wonderful about Weston. And I have to say, I went to Weston College. Who here went to Weston College? Yeah, this was my first piece of class education at the age of 19. I was living in Burnham-on-Sea. I came here on my 50cc motorbike that I rebored so it sounded more like a hairdryer than anything else. And I came to Weston College and I studied performing arts, and this is what happened. I don't think I'm an advert, necessarily, but I'm doing my best. But I couldn't wait to get out of here, to be honest, at the time, because you do that, don't you, when you're 19, 20? You like, don't really appreciate what you've got. You're like, I really want to get out of here, like, oh, I'm so much better than all of this. I've been to Ibiza, but I didn't actually talk like that, so I don't really know where that accent came from. But I'll tell you where it did come from. It came from a short amount of time that I spent in London. So I lived around the world. I've lived in San Francisco, I've lived in Hong Kong, I'm showing off now, lived in Australia, but when I lived in London, bloody hell I was busy. It's true, isn't it? It's true. London's one of those places where you arrive and your personality kind of leaves. And I was so busy that I called myself the cappuccino woman. So any of you who've ever lived in London, this is what you have to do in order to be important. Because busyness is all about being important, being very important. And what I did was, I'd buy a cappuccino, hence the title Cappuccino Woman, but bearing in mind I also had my laptop bag, huge thing, no laptop, just the bag, and then I had a wheelie case. Now if you hadn't noticed, I'm 5'2". They're not designed for short asses. Wheelie cases are designed for people who don't fucking need them because they're tall enough and strong enough to carry their own crap around with them. But no, little people like me who are not very strong have the wheelie case and it basically becomes a trip hazard. So you're kind of pulling it along and you're managing to trip other people, you've got your cappuccino, you've got your Oyster card, although now other credit cards are accepted, and you've got your bag over your shoulder and you're going towards the turnstile. And so you do this thing because you can't like do a sensible thing, which is like put your coffee down, because no, you're busy, so you have to do everything at twice the speed as anybody else. So you get to the turnstiles, you stick the Oyster card in your mouth, you tap it, the thing's open, and then you're off. And we're going down the escalators and we're going as fast as we possibly can, and we're probably going to be able to get on the train platform, we're going to get on the train platform, but before we do that, we're going to have created carnage going down the escalator from everybody falling over your wheelie case. Unless you're one of those people, and I learned this over time, where you just stand and you watch the people going up as you go down. And as you're watching them, you tend to be able to summarise people in one word. And the word is twat. So as they go up, you go twat, twat, twat. Oh, it's nice. Twat. Twat. And then you get down onto the platform and suddenly you're running up to the train and it's always at that point where the doors are about to close and you manage to get yourself in there, although of course you're going to trap your wheelie case, and then eventually you arrive at your destination with a cold cup of coffee surrounded by coffee shops. So when I realised that I had in fact become a twat, I decided it was time to leave London. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to Weston-super-Mare for the house prices. Because this makes me laugh, you know, we're all kind of like going, oh, isn't it brilliant? All these people that were living in Bristol and they're all moving to Weston, and you're like, house prices. That's why. And I thought that I'd get to a point where, when I moved to Weston, that my life would slow down. You know, I'd become middle-aged. Has anyone achieved that yet? That middle-aged, that slowed down? You like, Lady in Gold says yes. I slowed down. Did you see the speed that she was going around going, give us your money? That woman has not slowed down. I mean, she came up and I was slightly terrified. And, you know, she still, you know, it was all very lovely. It was like good cop, bad cop. It's fine, we've got a credit card machine, give us your fucking money. You know, it's like, sorry, have I just picked on you? I'm keeping going. Sorry about that, but when you look that glamorous and that beautiful, I have to say, you just do, you know, she's saying, oh yeah. Well, the one slowed down woman over there that goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour when she wants money, apart from that, I thought I slowed down. So what I did was, when I got here, I bought myself a middle-aged lady bike. So, yeah, and I don't know why you're nodding, gentlemen, but he's like, yeah. Is this because you've seen me? Are you picturing it? Okay, tell me what a middle-aged lady bike looks like. And you don't get it from Ann Summers. Yes, it's upright. Basket. With a basket. What colour is it? Stalker. It's a light blue, but it's a really lovely bike, and basically I thought that this is going to slow me down. It's not an electric bike, it's not a mountain bike, it's not the grifter that I started out with. Everyone else had a BMX, but no, I had a grifter. But it is, in fact, a beautiful bike for a distinguished lady like myself. Apart from when I'm on the seafront, during the summer. So have any of you tried cycling down the prom? Oh yeah, you're nodding. You know what I'm going to say. How many people do you take out, sir? It depends. I mean, obviously you're not allowed to take out dogs, even ones on very long leads. You have to see the lead, even if the owner doesn't see where the dog is, and you have to go around, you have to do that. But then there's kind of like haphazardous children. Have you noticed that as well? That just sort of, I don't know what happens, but they sort of come from nowhere. And I'm there on my bike going, oh my God, like I'm just a child. And then there's the people who walk sideways. I mean, is this just me? Like, clearly, awkward. So let me do an impression, then you might know what I'm meaning. And I think they might be something. I think they might be tourists. I don't want to say anything, it's a little bit early, we haven't even got to Easter yet. Are you alright? Nobody have a heart attack, we're not insured. And the thing is with tourists is they seem to, and you can spot them because they do this, they go, it's like, wink, 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 wink. It's like, what did you freaking do? What do you do? So here we go, look, there's the pier, okay, so the sea is that way, and it's like they were walking this way, and then suddenly they start walking sideways, as if the sea is trying to pull them in. You know, they're going to go for a sudden swim or something, but not in this weather. And they kind of go sort of sideways. It's really, really weird. All the ones that stop to look at the sea when it's in Wales. And they just sort of stop. And they don't stop by the sea. I'm clearly stressed. They don't stop by the sea wall. No, they just stop in the middle of the pavement. And wonder why the basket bounces off their head. It's not my fault, just in case this ever gets used as evidence against me in a court of law. It's just that I can't cope with stupid. Because now, when I go down the seafront, instead of going twat, I go idiot, 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 idiot. Now I know our bread and butter may rely upon these people, so I won't take them out. But they are sometimes I'm still as busy as I always was. And when did busy become like the new black? Like, have you noticed this? You know, we used to say, how are you? We don't anymore, do we? Yeah, well, busy. Yeah. Well, I've changed the story here. So instead of saying, you know, busy, I go balanced. And people really worry about you if you say that you're balanced. If you say that you're busy, it's fine, because people kind of like, oh yeah, busy means successful, doesn't it? It's like, oh, I'm really busy, oh my God, I'm so busy. But do you ever meet those people who tell you that they're busy, right, slowly? What's with that? So, I know this person, and this is the problem with Weston-super-Mare, is you probably all know her. That's the thing, isn't it? Or one of you may have slept with her, because that's kind of how it works. Or me, but I can't remember, so possibly not. So, it was a lovely evening, just can't remember. Anyway, under the jetty. Anyway, so, she said that, this is when I was 19, moving on. Quickly, but not as quickly as I can right now, consciously. So she'd say to me, she'd go, oh my God, Becky, oh my God, I'm so... I'm so busy. And I'd go, you're not busy, because that doesn't look like busy. If you were busy, busy would look like this. Busy would be stressed. How can it take so long for you to actually tell me that you're busy? Because if you were really busy, then you'd talk faster. Just talk faster. You're slowing my life down by telling me that you're busy and taking so damn long about it. You know, there is a theory that comedians have ADHD. I don't know where that comes from. I was diagnosed on Instagram. I'll have you know. That was clearly true. Well, Weston is a marvellous place. And I guess that we are still busy living here, that we haven't kind of got to a point of retirement, despite all of the best. I moved into a flat, it's all on one floor. I was like, I can't really move out of here now, can I? It's kind of all here. Sort of wheelchair access and everything. Not old enough for this. But yes, it's all there now, it's all set up for me in life. But I think that Weston, the reason why we are still so busy is because we're creative little buggers, aren't we? We just keep on coming up with stuff like, I don't know, gas rigs at the Tropicana. And don't talk about turning that into a swimming pool. I'm fed up of hearing it. Or conversations about bottles, for that matter either. But we are entrepreneurs. We do incredible things in Weston. Weston is a really, when people say it's up and coming, I say no, it is not up and coming. It's already frickin' here. Weston is an incredible place with incredible people, and it is the people that make Weston-super-Mare. And that's why tonight I'm really pleased to be here in this room with all of these really amazing people for this event to celebrate Weston-super-Mare. And thank you so much to Alan and everyone who's organised this. And thank you for the Labour Party who's funded it, and also we're raising money tonight for a really great charity. So I think that tonight is a really great night to sit back and have traditional fish and chips. And I tell you, that's pretty epic. And if you want to tell Londoners something, you tell them this. You want to try sitting on the seafront with a bag of chips, staring a seagull down as you slowly, even though you're busy, eat one chip at a time. You have a brilliant evening. Thank you for your time.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen.